Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I'm back today with another episode of Zero City. Today we are going to be wrapping up the Gloomy Weekend event. It's another prototype event. We covered the beginning of the event about a week or so ago. So today I am going to take my last chances to get the last two remaining prototypes. I haven't made a whole lot of progress there since our last video, so I've got quite a few collections to complete. I expect to finish that up, so we'll go ahead and cover that, depending on how long that takes. We'll jump into a couple other things. We got the Merchant's Auto Shop out there. We can, real quick, we can go take a look at that. There's not a whole lot to it, not much different than what we normally have. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there right away at the beginning. If you're not already a subscriber, please click that subscribe button. I'm trying to get this to show up. There we go. Click that subscribe button, trying to get those subscribers back up, and they are starting to increase again. So thank you to everybody who has been a new subscriber. I appreciate that. Working on getting out some regular content. I'm going to be covering the events as they go, and then need to be working on improving my squad because I have not made a lot of progress there. And also throw out my Discord server here. If you guys don't know, all these links you can see down below, as well as in the description of the videos as well. But we have weekly giveaways for 500 crypto coins for 10 separate winners, and that is run every week by Unzi, so thank you very much, Unzi. So if you're not a member of the Discord server, go ahead and join that as well. Okay, we'll talk about our little wandering merchant shop here. So this is what we usually have. Those of you that are new to the game here, and we see this showing up all the time. But you know, if you're not already aware, make sure you're aware that there's nothing here guaranteed. If you already have these, obviously you're not going to get them again. But if you don't have them, let's look at these percentages. They're not in American Dad. They actually show the percentages of getting these here. So, you know, we have this new multi-purpose here. Gives shields to your allies, whatever. The problem is, you know, you're not guaranteed to get these. So the drop rates vary from event to event, but we do see these drop rates in, like I said, in American Dad, and it's like 1 in, you know, 5, somewhere between 5 and 10%, depending on the event, depending on the specific thing. So that means you could potentially open up 20 of these chests before you get, you know, the specific one you're looking for. So don't go into these expecting you're going to get something good. It's just like a lot of these chests that we have in events, a lot of them are going to be junk, and that's expected and that's normal. So spending all these cryptos to get something, yeah, you know, if you want to take your chances, go for it, but certainly don't expect to get that. So for me personally, what I always look for here is premium. Playing these games without premium is almost impossible. I tried it for a while, especially when the shop was down, we weren't able to spend any money and get premium. I was going for a while without it, and it was really painful. So being able to get that at discount every time this shows up is definitely worth it. And that's pretty much it for me. I mean, if there's something else you're interested in that's at a discount that you would normally pay for it, then go for it. But other than that, nothing there is overly exciting, at least in my opinion. So let's go ahead and see where we are here in the Gloomy Weekend events. We got 2 hours left. Usually in these events we get 3 days afterwards, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here before those 3 days go. This is where we left things last video, the Art of War. We got the new prototype, and then Menace and Peaceful Life. We're still looking for those. So we'll go ahead and hopefully get all of these. We have 156 collections to open, so I'd say chances are pretty good we're going to be getting both of those. I certainly expect to get them. Stranger things have happened, so it's not guaranteed, but I definitely do expect that to happen. And with that, then that means I have every single prototype in the game, not using many of them. So we'll go ahead and test a couple out and see if we can't find something useful. All right, so I had all these cleared out. These are all the ones up top here where we already have this one. We got the diagnostic up there. So I had all these cleared out, and then I think I got another one or two right before the video. So let's clear those out. And this one's a nothing, so let's clear those out. Okay, so we knew we weren't going to get anything on those. So now we have 154 attempts to get those last two. So I'm going to go ahead and poke around to see what we have. We'll try to balance things out here. 26, 29, looking at the minimums to see how many collections we have. Excuse me. And we got 30 here in consequences, 31, 25. So we're about even here, 21. So we're about even on those. A little bit more on this Menace section. So let's just go ahead and jump in and do a few Menace ones. We're looking for the stabilization prototype. I'm not going to do the times 10 unless we, get one of the ones we're looking for. Might try to outfit some of my gear. We need to, I think, do some improvements. I don't think I've done that lately. Hard to keep track of all the games because they all run together. Since we have so many to go, I'm not going to drag this out too much. I'll speed them up. Like I said, probably not going to do a lot of the times 10s until there's a reason to do it. And that reason would be I complete the prototype for, oh, there we go. Just like that one. We got it. Boom. Stabilization prototype. So now we're not going to be getting any more in the menace section. So we can go ahead and blast through all of these. So menace is done. Nothing else to get. So let's just do our times 10 and blast through these real quick. This is, if you watched the last video or anything else, a lot of people also, I think, have suggested this, but the idea is open up as many of the collections as you can that aren't going to get you anything, and that will increase your total. Ooh, there we go. Not going to use it, but can't complain about getting some cores here. Yeah, so open up many of these collections, so then when you get to one that you're looking for, you have way more collections already open. So, potentially it increases your chances of actually hitting on the ones that are important. So that's why I cleared out all those top ones before, and that's why I'm now clearing all these out, because there's no more, another one. There's no more for us to get. Zombie Slayer, not going to be making that one. We get mostly useless items, but occasionally we'll get a couple things that might be worth the time. Getting money, it's nice. Okay, that one's done. And I did go ahead and started upgrading my, let's take a step out and click on some happiness here. Oh. I did start upgrading, this is my kitchen, is that what it's called? Refrigerator. So everything else is upgraded, now I'm doing the refrigerator, so that will give me my level 13 refrigerator, which will allow me for 2 million food just sitting around if I'm not actively playing. So that will be maxing out, probably, it might put me at level 60, probably max out everything that I'm going to. There's certain things I'm not going to upgrade. Some of my shops up here, we can craft this. Since we got a lot of purple goo here, we're going to be overflowing in a moment. I think I can't do, oh yeah, I can. Let's do that one. So look, 75 to 85. So I haven't upgraded this one all the way up because, we want to be able to craft things a whole lot quicker. Most of the stuff you're not going to use anyway. So it's not really worth it. It's more useful to be able to craft items quicker than it is, and to break them down to have higher materials to use rather than crafting something at that level. And if you're new to a level, then of course you can make it useful. But once you've been playing long enough and you're getting, that's also 75, 85. You're getting event gear, then you're not going to craft anything that's really going to be useful. More than likely, anyway. All right, where were we? We're going back to the event here. Let's go ahead and wrap up our last menace item. 97 collections to go. We have 27 here. Let's go ahead and blast through all 27, knowing that it doesn't really matter. And it means chances are pretty good we're going to get that last prototype pretty quickly. There's another one. That's our third one. What is this one? Outcast. All right, maybe someday we'll build that one. I don't really know what that one is. I don't think I see a lot of people using it. People are starting to use a lot of mixed sets at this point, so with me only having 3 level 100s, I'm not really getting into anything that fancy yet. Sticking to the basics for my setup. All right, there we go. That one is done. Now we are on Peaceful Life. 69 collections to go, and we are looking for that calibration prototype. Let's go see what our chances are of getting it really soon. I expect it will not take super long, to be honest with you. not getting good luck there. Let's go down to this bottom one. Maybe there's something better down here. We'll have to do a little bit of the old-fashioned pop out and pop back in because we're getting a lot of bad luck here. And that's what we're going to do. All right. Let's stop that. Go click on some happiness. Complain about this pretty much every event that we have in all the games, that if you're actually just living your life here in the event screen, your happiness is going to go down. Versus like if you're fighting here, a massacre, fighting in the bunker or whatever, and you come back, you got all the smiley faces sitting out there, and the happiness is topped out. So you finish all that, you're good. But you go into the event items, you stay on these screens too long, your happiness always drops. Easy to get it back, of course, but it's kind of annoying. So when I'm running bad, I kind of, there it is. I knew it'd come quick. When I'm running bad, I pop out, and that usually, in my mind, resets everything. There we go. There's our last prototype. All right, so where? We're maxed out on food, maxed out on purple goo again. I'm not going to open up the rest right now. I'll do that after the video because you guys don't need to see me just hit the open all. So let's go ahead and take a look at these prototypes and see if there's anything useful. Of course, I need to remember what they look like. Got so many prototypes sitting here not being used. All right, so, yep, I don't remember. Okay, let's click on the right thing. All right, so we got a magnifying glass for our ranger, light bulb, and a wrench. Okay, chances of me remembering that? We'll see. We know this is a magnifying glass. That would not be the right one. Am I missing it? Oh, this guy, right? I wouldn't call it a magnifying glass. I don't know why I said that. So let's try it on here, see what we got. Each time the unit dodges an enemy attack, they have 39,000 health restored, and their next attack deals more damage. Really good. I think we looked at this one before in the last video. Personally, I don't like to increase my power a significant amount based on a random, or not random, but something that's not guaranteed to happen. So each time they dodge, sure, having extra health is good, extra damage is good, but only happens when they dodge. If you go back and look at stats afterwards, you see that that doesn't always happen, especially if you're fighting people with more power than you, which I often do. That means this is something that's not going to fire very often, so it's not going to be worth the, which one is it? This one here. It's not going to be worth the extra power. So let's try on. Yeah, so we're not using it. So 2.838. So let's go ahead and put that on once. So 2.838. That's increasing at 180,000. My power is going to go up by doing that. And it's something that's not guaranteed to happen. So that is not going to be something I'm going to do at the moment. So we'll hold off on that one at the moment. And let's go try, since we only have 3 level 100s to try out, we can only look at a few of them here. I think this was the wrench for our tank. So again, we don't have anything on that item there, so this is going to be for our device. Let's try it on. When the unit uses their weapon's basic ability, they strike a blow over a large area around themselves, dealing 91,000 physical damage to all enemies. That could be good. I would rather have 91,000 to each enemy, but our tank, I guess our tank does a good amount of damage. As a torch, they're doing pretty good. So this will probably be 180,000 as well. Let's test it out. So that would put us at 2, 4, 5, 7. Oh shoot. Shoot. Now I have to go back and watch that video because I don't know what I had on here before. I thought it was going to be a different one. So, well darn, I don't know what I had on that one. That was not fantastic. All right, well, I need to go back and look at that. So we are at about 14 minutes in, so I will look at that and fix that little mistake. For some reason, I thought we were right here, which now is making me wonder. Let me go back and make sure I did the right one the first time. It was a magnifying glass, it was right. But then we also have this one. So we're looking at the wrong item for Hue, but now you guys at least have my way of thinking of why I don't have all of these set. I still don't see that magnifying glass. That means we're already using it, that's why. Yeah, we said it last time, that's why. Okay, and we did decide to use that one, so fine. All right, well, let's go to Psycho here. Psycho was the Bloody Knuckles? Nope. All right, I told you. You guys know, bad memory here. Peaceful Life. So we got the wrench here. We got the chemist. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Let me make sure there's one of each. There usually is. There it is. Okay, so we need the light bulb for Psycho. Okay, so we're not probably going to be swapping this out, but let's at least compare and see what we have. Once in a while, removes all negative effects from a random ally. That's another one I don't like to use. You know, it could be useful for sure, but it's not going to be guaranteed, and it's a random ally, so I'd rather have a little bit more consistency in knowing what we're going to do. And what we have on here currently is, on death, hits the closest enemy with the ricochet projectile. The projectile jumps between random enemies 5 times. If it's an enemy, they're stunned and they take damage. If it's an ally, they become invulnerable and restore health. Not tons for sure, but definitely more useful than what we have on that one. So not going to be using that one. What else do we have? The wrench, ranger, Bloody Knuckles is infantry. We saw that already. Once in a while, random enemy fighter is made vulnerable, increasing all incoming damage and decreasing damage dealt. Versus right now we have restores health and 2 random allies. And this is last time I looked, this was a meta one. This is what everybody was using. So not sure if that's still the case. All right, so I definitely want to make sure I fix this, but I will have to go back and look at the video. So I will do that after this. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to actually keep this fairly short. Getting a late start, you know, normal family things getting in the way of actually getting on an earlier regular schedule. So because of that, I'm going to keep this a little bit short. Next video, we'll go in there and see if we can't come up with ways to work on strengthening our squad here a little bit. So our total power has gotten up to 10.8, I think. It was 10.88, I believe. So that dropped 80,000 because of my mistake with my tank, which I will fix. So these are obviously our main sources of increasing. All the other ones are fairly low, and they're just kind of there for support, and they're lower numbers and not really decked out just because I'm going to keep my squad power down, and all my power is coming from those 3. So we're going to see if we can't strengthen them a little bit in the core attributes like we like to do, and see if there's any prototypes that'll help us get more usefully stronger. And our hero, our officer, I have some upgrades I need to do, but I just haven't been doing the bunker, so I can't afford to do any of my upgrades. That one's close. This one, I thought I could upgrade that one. I guess I did. I guess I'm not as far behind as I thought. So I think I went ahead and spent almost all of my ability to increase my officer at the moment. So definitely need to start working on that. So bunkers will be in my future, I suppose. Yeah, I think we'll like I said, we'll wrap it there. Keep it on the shorter side of things, even with all my extra rambling. I have 2 hours. I'll go ahead and knock out all those collections and get some more goodies to break down and use for other sources. So that's me. Hopefully everybody else was able to knock everything out, and if not, no worries, no big deal. Because if you don't get them this time, you get a chance to get them next time. So obviously we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 12 now. So they're always making it possible for you to get them, and it's a lot more fun, actually, in my opinion, to have a lot more to get, because then they seem to show up a lot more often. So that part's always interesting. So if you didn't get them, no biggie, don't worry about it. You'll get them next time. So that will do it for me. So until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See you.